Rand plays an important role in the tourism sector, and leading foreign exchange broker specialists FXTM are launching in South Africa in a few weeks' time. Of course, they're watching developments around the world, including the rise of right-wing policies and so forth as new people come into power the world over. Thank you so much for joining us today. Of course, Vice President of Corporate Development at FXTM, Jameel Ahmad, in studio with us. Jameel, this right-wing the rise of the right-wing that we're seeing in all these countries now, how is that likely to impact on the sort of trade deals we're seeing that are already in existence with countries like Britain?
Thank you very much for having me. Firstly, it's a pleasure to be here. So populism, it's a threat that we're seeing in developed economies. We've seen it win the EU referendum in the United Kingdom last year, and we saw in the United States. Now, it looks like it's been defeated, however, in France, if you go by the recent French election outcome, where we thought that the biggest risk of populism was in France. Swinging this back to trade deals, what it means for countries like South Africa, there's an advantage there that Britain will be looking for more trading partners. They're going to diversify away from Europe. So South Africa could have some opportunities there. But this also comes into currency fluctuation. So with populism, we've seen a significantly weaker pound over a historical period. And the dollar could be vulnerable to more weakness if Trump cannot promote his business-friendly policies into the United States, could inherit dollar weakness, which would be positive for the local currency as an emerging market currency itself.
Do you think that that'll be true as well if other countries begin to leave the Eurozone?
I think that now the risk of other countries leaving the Eurozone has passed for now, because we've had the French elections, populism seems to have been defeated. Same scenario in Holland just 6 weeks ago. But obviously Britain's still a big risk, because we've got 2 years of uncertainty to come ahead, because these Brexit negotiations haven't even started yet. And you've got a UK election just next month as well to point out. So the pound is going to be vulnerable to some wild fluctuations in the currency markets, quite honestly. I don't think that populism will be so much of a threat for Europe for now, but we have got German elections in September, so maybe in a couple of months we're going to have to revisit this episode.
Yeah, we've had two ratings downgrades in the last few, ratings downgrades by two agencies in the last few weeks, and we face the threat of yet another ratings downgrade by a third one in the next few months. How exactly does Europe feel about doing business with a country like us at the moment?
Now, if I'm being honest with you, the ratings downgrade is more of it's a headline. But in terms of market fluctuations and impacts on the Rand, it's not so much of a big deal. Over the longer term, it has short-term price fluctuations. I do not believe South Africa is the only country to have received ratings downgrades in recent times. Yes, it's received two recently. I think that Europe will still be looking for global trading partners, because we talk about the United Kingdom needing more global trading partners. Europe also wants to show it's strong, and that it doesn't necessarily need the United Kingdom, so Europe could be looking to extend trading deals as well. We spoke a few months back in the headlines about Europe and Canada becoming closer, so we never know what's going to happen.
Jameel, as someone visiting the country right now, what do you feel South Africa needs to do to strengthen its currency?
Well, to be honest, start off with the currency fluctuations. The weakness is definitely going to help bring tourism in. If you're carrying British pounds, which strengthened since the EU referendum, it's more attractive to come here. South Africa's a beautiful country. I'm really excited to be here, and it's a pleasure where we talk about tourism as one aspect to come here, and I'm fortunate enough to come here for business. The economy is doing well. The fluctuations have been due to different factors. I believe the Rand is oversold at this point, if I'm being honest with you.
All right, let's leave it there. Thank you so much for coming in to speak to us. FXTM's Jameel Ahmad. Good afternoon.